Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you this mess here. I want to know how you organize stuff. I have this, well, I'll say what tends to happen is paperwork, or anything paper, just seems to be all over the place. And then about every couple days, I just tell myself, gather up everything paper, and I don't even care to analyze it. You know, don't look at each one in that room where I am and get all hung up on that room and everything. I just grab the paper, get the paper, bring it in here. You know, there's different places. I guess Fly Lady, the organizing queen, would call it hot spots. And those are the areas like your coffee table, maybe your bedside table. In my house, it's on top of the microwave and on top of a printer and fax machine and stuff. That's where all these little bits and dribs and dabs of paper tend to collect. And I can't blame any of this on somebody else because this is all from me. But anyway, so I put it all on the kitchen table, and I thought I'll just go over it, show you what I have here, and maybe somebody can make recommendations about how I could do things better. But this is just kind of my little way of coping. Okay, so obviously this isn't paperwork, but I just grabbed this because I had it in the kitchen. It is actually clean, even though it's got that look about it there. I think that's why it didn't sell. And I bought it at the at-home store, and it was $7 was the beginning retail, which is it's a heavy crockery thing. And I think I got it for about $3.50. So it's actually really nice, with the little pads and everything. It's got that blue and white. It's got that little crackle in there. Isn't that nice? And it's got some little flaws. Well, that's food. Okay, that's from being in the kitchen. So. But I love blue and white. So it was going to go and be a planter somewhere instead of being in the kitchen because that looks kind of gross. But what I wanted to do is put utensils and stuff in it. So I realized today I should just cover it with some paint. This one's wicker white, but it really wouldn't matter. As long as it wasn't purple or something, white or blue would be fine in there, or brown or something. So I'm just gonna, that's a want to do project. So I'll put that over there. This is an empty, I'm gonna wash it one more time, but it's an empty moisturizer jars, MSM or something. It's supposed to be really, really good. Puritan's Pride or whatever. It really just smelled like Camphophenique or what do you call it, Vapor Rub or something, and it was not, you're not going to put on that cream and get any romantic action, I'll tell you that, man. You smell like you're wearing Bengay or something like that. But anyway, I washed this out really well. I need to wash it again because it was a moisturizer. But I thought, gee, that's a nice container. I'm going to just cut that label off, and I was trying to think what I could use that for. It could be used to mix paint or whatever, but it's got a really good, like a little thermal wall. It's one of those kind of jars where you think you're getting a lot more than you are, but if you actually feel the thickness and the shape of the thing, it narrows down. It's got like they made it bottom heavy on purpose, and it holds less product. It's like, yeah, But anyway, it is a nice container. It probably holds up well in shipping. There's probably a good reason for that. It makes the bottom really strong so it doesn't get cracked. But anyway, I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to bling that little sucker up because I've got a little sale coming up sometime soon, probably in October if I'm up to it. And I'm thinking I can bling that up with rhinestones and so forth and make that kind of a cute little storage container. But the smell, that smell has to go and be taken care of that. Okay, and then this is a little card I've got with an order that I made through Amazon, and the seller is Closeout Warehouse, and I really like their wording on here. They're asking for a review that you can get 20% off any single jewelry item if you write us an honest product review, and I like that. They're not saying write us a good review. They want an honest review, so I thought that was cool. And I liked how they did the step-by-step how to do it, and then their Facebook. They did everything really well here, and nice little thing. And I was thinking it'd be good to get something like that printed to go out with different orders. Whether if it's eBay, obviously you're going to have to get the step-by-step directions, but that wouldn't be a bad idea to do something like that. So I'm keeping that sort of as an example. I don't even remember what I ordered from them. but some piece of jewelry. So that's my problem. I have to see if I can find what the item was. And then I have coupons. Some of these are manufacturer coupons, and some are restaurant coupons and so forth. And I have like a little Ziploc-y, well, it's kind of like a Ziploc kind of envelope. It's better quality than just a Ziploc bag that I have in my car that I'm using for the restaurant coupons, because it seems like half the time you're in the car and that's when you wish you had that restaurant coupon. So I need to do that. And then these are more coupons that I just have not cut. So I've got a coupon pile, okay? Now, I don't always have this. This is just, I'm just sorting today. And then in here, I just have like some various, there's an old clipping that I had, and my niece's wedding announcement, which I have just finally answered. I was supposed to give a reply by the 17th, and today is the 19th, and I'm just now mailing it from Georgia to Texas. So, great. Let's see, this is my son's little return to work or school note that I need to get to the school at some point. And he's missing school today, so I've got to do that. And that leads me over to the other pile. Well, this pile here, which unfortunately biggest pile, guess what it is? Yeah, that's the pile of stuff that I need to take action on. So, like, here's my son's doctor note. I need to get that to school. I should just make an envelope and just plan to mail it and just be done with that. And then I have, there's a baseball card I ordered, long story, and some postcards from down in South Georgia, Fort McAllister. That's a earthen fortified kind of Civil War, a Confederate site that we visited a while back. And there's just some postcards I got, really nice pictures. You know, the Spanish moss on there and everything. So it's like, what am I doing with that? Am I going to mail them? Or am I going to keep them? Maybe I'm thinking scrapbook. So that's why these things are kind of paper memorabilia and that kind of thing. This is a place where my son is going to go on a field trip that Diamond Dell's gem mining adventure. He's very excited about it. And they are, let me see if I can find where they are. You can buy all kinds of neat stone stuff. And let's see if there's our address in here in case you're interested. But I can make another video on that. But yeah, I don't see, maybe it's only for schools. Yeah, it doesn't actually have an address or anything on there, so it might be only a school thing. So I don't really need any action there. What do I need to do with that? Now I'm going to throw it over here, because in this pile, well, here's some packing material. It's very, very nice. A lot of people just throw it in the trash, and I probably should. I'd have a neater house if I did. But I'm going to put that with some stuff in my garage that I have for shipping. You know, if I sell something or, send something to somebody, it's nice to have a little thing like this. But that doesn't belong in my kitchen, so that's going out of here. So that's related to selling. This is related to selling, but this is shipping. And this is something I need to get printed, so they don't really go together. So sometimes I have to, play with that. This is some magazine clippings that I had, things I printed out for references, and that's for a tattoo design, and along with some notes. Not my tattoo. You won't find me having one. I have enough scars and stuff. I don't need any tattoos. Okay, and then, no offense to anybody who likes it, it's just not my thing, Some coupons for the Nakano Japanese Steakhouse, so you know where that goes. Coupon pile, right? Addresses. Okay, and so here's that Snell Spirit magazine, which I've been trying to make recordings of it to read it for the blind, basically, or the low vision, because there really is no option for that. Plus, it helps me keep up on news, and I figure if I'm going to read it, I might as well read it out loud. And maybe it'll help somebody else. So I'll just put these things here. Let's see what we have here. I've got a little blank composition notebook. Nothing in it. Okay, so there's our paper. Got little Post-it flag things. Well, we used to call them Post-it flags, but these are paper. They're not the plastic ones. And I think these little pink ones, yeah, these are the actual Post-it brand. These are a ripoff, and I'm telling you, there's no comparison. Just only get the Post-it notes. I mean, even you'll see the rip-offs at the Dollar Tree, and it's so tempting. But they're just, if they're not as good, don't buy them. Okay, and then you're going to wonder, what are these things here? Well, these are collage things, believe it or not. It's just from an ad. I just thought that was pretty cool. This, I have a collage going that is all money. I'll have to show you later. And that one is kind of slow going. What I do is just every time I get some money stuff, I'm just stick it in there somewhere. In whatever mood I tend to be in at that moment. So, just kind of having a fun time with that. That will probably go in a certain shop that aligns with that interest. Without going into further details, I'm not going to tell everybody where it's going and when yet. And it looks like I have lost one, but I have these because I'm going to do a collage of, guess what, Mal's teeth. And you can guess where that will go, or who I will approach about having that in their office. Oh, and then here we have a bunch of pencils and pens, and they're probably going to end up going in this pot once it gets done. There we go. I decided I'll use that for scissors and pens and pencils and stuff. And then this I saw in the coupons, and I've never heard of Ltd Commodities, but I think it's the same as that ABC that used to go. They used to have those catalogs that would go around office, around the office, and everybody place an order. I think it's the same people, but pretty good coupon, so I thought I'd try it. And let's see here. I've got a receipt from a bank that is, what is this from? This is pretty old though. Can't show it to you. It's from January. I think by now it should be in the bank, and if it wasn't, oh well. It's a $60 deposit. I'm sure it's in there. I would have known. And then this is just some stuff I got from there was a magazine that was about dogs and cats, and it had a lot of really good numbers. And hopefully I'm not going to need a crematorium for pets anytime soon. Yeah, Paw Prints is the magazine. And I don't know if they're still making it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so there's their website if you want to go to it, Paw Prints News. Anyway, that was pretty cool. I like the info, so I kept that. So now I have to think about, where am I going to put just info? I don't really have, well, I know where I'll put it. I'll have to show you later too. On the inside of cabinets, I found, and you can blame Pinterest for this, but I found those areas to be great places to put lists and resources and phone numbers and stuff. And it doesn't mean my refrigerator isn't still covered. It's still covered, but Okay, and then here is a tool that, I have no idea why it was here. It wasn't in the kitchen. It was just, one of the things that was in a container that had paperwork in it. And a coaster. Obviously, they don't belong here or together. Then the picture I just thought was funny. I had saved it to my phone, and then there's this website called, you should know about this actually, freeprints.com, or you can go to, I think they actually have there's an app. There's a Free Prints app, and there's a free photo books app or something from the same people, and you can get 85 photo prints per month for free. Well, they say free. There is shipping, but the shipping is like $9. So if you get 85 prints, 4x6 prints, this is glossy. I could have ordered it in matte, but I ordered glossy. $9, $8.99 for the shipping. So I'll have to get out a calculator, do some math on that, tell you what it is per print. But they're really easy to order from, and it integrates even in the app. You can go through your phone photos, Instagram, Facebook, and so forth. So you can pull from all these different sources in there. And actually, the way they made their app, it's easier than Shutterfly. So, and I really like their photo books and stuff because it's easier. And then this is a pad that I got. Oh, coupons and milk. Jeez, that's my life right there. Go through the coupons, get some. But the brain dump. This is the dumping ground. I found this thing, Office Depot or something, and I thought, that'd be good. And it's got so you've got brain dump, and then down here, you would take your things from here. I love this. Overwhelmed, overjoyed, or over it. Just go ahead and check this every page. Anyway, so then you would take your things from up here that you judge as worthwhile, put them here. Things that are worth thinking about some more, take them from there and put them here, and not worthy, put them here. I feel like if they're not worthy, I would just go mark them out on here, and I'm not even going to write them, would you? Why would I write them? Unless you're trying to keep track of what is distracting you that that really shouldn't be, or something. It could help teach you, I suppose. And when in doubt, get it out. But it's pretty cool. I might, I got the whole pad. So I have an example of one that's just a big mess here. I got to look over it before I show it to you because I don't. Yeah, it's standard stuff, just I had to just make sure I had no info on there. I do a rollover on a 401k and stuff like that and see. I haven't gotten to it, but my failure is I need to start dating them, and so I can just check on myself. Okay, and then I have like a little saying I found that my mom had printed out a long time ago, and that is for a reading. So we'll make that in the to-do pile because I can make that a YouTube video, and I'll just read it. And then I almost threw this away. It was a printout of Tropical Storm and Hurricane Preparedness. Had a lot of good advice in it that that other things had not said. And where was the one that was specific? And it mentions like, so if you have, expecting a lot of wind, you can move the lawn furniture, toys, potted plants, garden tools, and other yard objects inside, and anchor heavier yard objects deep into the ground. Like if you have a grill or something, you're expecting strong enough winds that could make it airborne, you can bury it about halfway, just until the storm's over. At least it'll keep it from flying. So I almost threw this away, but we have another hurricane and tropical storm stuff coming, and actually in our area there's still in this this is our power company, and in their area, our power area, we still have about close to 1,000 people without power since Hurricane Irma stuff affected Georgia. But this had some really good tips about having a plan in place if you have medical needs, and have a licensed electrician properly install a backup generator and obtain a fuel supply. And so anyway, you can see here, first aid kit, have some extra cash, adequate. So it's just good advice. So that's probably going to go in I have like a family notebook, and I'll just put it under, emergencies and stuff. It's nice to have some advice like that. And I put them in these page protector thingies. And household notebook is a great thing to have. So when I get that more organized, I want to show you the household notebook. And really my big thing is this, 10 ways to get organized. There are some really good tips in here. If you're like me, I'm really sick of these of articles that tell you how you're going to get organized in a weekend or whatever. But these are just little things that are really good. It's just things you never thought of. And people who are BO, in other words, born organized, you're not going to need it. But there's really good advice here for people who are just a little scattered or have ADHD like me. So, this whole table is like a sign. This is ADHD. This is an ADHD mind right here, where there is flashes of, there are flashes of being organized. At least I'm able to compartmentalize all these things. But the fact that most people wouldn't even build up these things and have to do these piles, it's like, whoa. That's kind of a demonstration of what it's like right there. And then I have, this is Libertarian newspaper, came yesterday. It's of course way more libertarian than I really am. I'm a libertarian, but I don't know. I'm really close. I am a libertarian, but there's some things I of course don't agree with. Nobody's going to agree with everything, but it's good to see what's going on and the way that. Basically, if you're in any kind of party, you need to keep track of where your party's going. So if they start being wackadoodle or something, I'll be out of that. Just like certain people should be out of those other parties if they go wackadoodle. I'm not going to be so loyal to a party that if they start being nut jobs that I'm just going to totally agree with everything they say. Okay, now this thing, well, this is the Naked palette I bought, and it is, well, we're on the 20-minute mark, so I don't want to go too long into all these different things, but I had ordered this, got a good deal from Macy's. There I am, hey, well, can we get me? Yeah, there I am, hey. And so it's got a mirror, and it's got a really nice little thing, really nice. Very nice, got a magnetic closure, got a good deal on it. I'm usually not for these real huge things. I think like people have 20 of these, that's ridiculous. So I decided when I got a good deal on this, I think it was half price, and then I got some money back and stuff. So this cost me about $17 or $18, and I'm going to get rid of my other eyeshadow things because, excuse me. You know, when you have one and I've tried it and it's good, I don't really need the others. So what I'm going to do is this is going to replace all the others. Then here's the nail stuff I bought. I'm still waiting for magic results, not really seeing it. It's just a strengthener. It's not a grower. As you can see, it's rough, very rough. My nails have, you know, I had the S&S nails on there, and they were growing and they were real healthy under there. And I'm going to say it's, a lot of the problem is the connective tissue issues I have, and I just can't seem to get them to grow. But this line, they also sell like ridge fillers and stuff like that, so I don't know. But at $12 a pop, I don't know if I'm going to keep trying to do that. And then there's that nail file I got for 99 cents, but it is pretty much trash, so I'm going to throw that away. It doesn't have any grit left on it. And then a little deal I got over at the Walmart neighborhood market. You can find some really good clearance things in there. You know, it was $5. That's a really good Almay eyeliner, and it's not. They're not really old. They've just they're redoing the store, so it's not really old. But anyway, here's a so it's not old. Sally Hansen Hard as Wraps, Hard as Nails Strength. This is a strengthener. So I was already using this. This has a little color in it. And I bet if I compare it to this other thing, they're probably pretty much the same thing, but I might be over-strengthening it. Here's the instructions for the nail tech thing. I guess I'll just stick that in the box. And just a lid or something, and this is like some concealer I have, NYX concealer. I don't know why it's in here. Yeah. And these, this is just a little organizer I made. It's the bottom of, I think they were, yeah, cereal boxes. Some cereal or like Cheez-It boxes. And I just glue them, cut them so they're even, measure them, you know, get them the same height. I stuck them together with, I think, double stick tape, or I just glued them. And then this is just the cheapo, El Cheapo contact paper that they sell at Dollar Tree. And this is surprising. This is held up really well. And because it's practically, I don't like, you know, I wish I could make it not quite as flexible here. You know, I could have built it up. But it's been handy, like, you know, you could put makeup in this one section. You could put your bills to be paid here. I don't know if I would put makeup and bills together anymore, but you could use it for sorting coupons. You wouldn't take it to the store in that, but, or you could use it for bills, you know, and label it to be paid or whatever. And so I've got to figure out what it's going to be for me, because it's really just, it's collecting a bunch of junk. Don't really want to fill it with coupons, but what happens with it is it tends to be it's kind of a catch-all. And I can put, like, you know, here's an address book, and oh gosh, you know, like my notepad, you know, I'll put a notepad in there, and then might have coupons here, you know, pens here and coupons here and stuff. And just can put it like on top of a counter, that microwave or the printer. At least it kind of gives a collection place for all the stuff. But the key part is to clean it out every once in a while. So anyway, I have known people who sort in piles like this. But the lady I used to work with, she would put the piles all around her desk. And it really looked like a messed up mind, but she got her stuff done. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I need maybe some kind of organizer maybe like a letter organizer with different levels where I could, here's my categories, and maybe I should just write down, see, there's a brain dump for you. Maybe I should just write down my, write down these categories that I have, and that's what I would need. So it'd be like categories for a sorter. And so what do I have? I have, well, I have miscellaneous. I have resources like those phone numbers and things. I have coupons. Well, there's grocery coupons, coupons grocery, and coupons restaurants. And you think, well, you know, a lot of times I think, well, just cancel these right out. I don't have time for that. It's just another thing to, you know, like a burden I'm putting on myself. But a lot of the coupons are buy one, get one free. So you're talking about like 50% off to go out to eat with my husband. So we do that. And that pays off. And, oh, I better write this down. So gift for my niece's wedding is coming up in a few days, but I don't know what to send them. I'd like to do an artwork or something, but I don't know if I'll get to it. You know, it won't be in time for the wedding. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if we want makeup. I don't really want a category in it for that. Collage materials, I had clippings. Well, I don't want to put miscellaneous clippings. To read by me, and to read, which would be by me but aloud, and record it. You know, there's going to be different things here. Whoops. All right. Mementos. Which would be like those postcards and things. And I think that will pretty much do it. Let's see, to file. Now, I don't know if I always put to file in here. To pay, although I don't know. I don't really have to think about that, because it's like I have a system, like a place where my bills go already, and should I change that? Should I switch it in to put it in a sorter? Or should I just keep doing the things that I've been doing? I kind of feel like things I've been doing that work, I should probably just keep them that way. But yet there's that part of me that feels like, oh, I could do better if I did that, or, you know, or I should try this. But then sometimes you try stuff and you feel like it fails, then you're kind of scattered. Then you're scattered away from your original thing, like the original place I kept the bills. Now my brain is going, am I doing this or am I doing this? It's kind of a ping pong thing that it does with the brain. My brain's going to ping pong anyway. So don't really want to encourage that too much. Now this, see, that's the only one that I have of this design, and it's pretty, but I'm kind of overlooking at it. I might add this to my, I'm going to put this with my craft stuff that I have collected over here, and because I might, maybe I want to do some mosaic, so maybe that would be a perfect surface to do a mosaic on. Make it very heavy, but so I have way too many little things going on. Now this actually was going to mail to a relative that I thought would think it was pretty funny. it just cracks me up. Whether you like him or not, it's funny. Or not. So some of us were or nots for a long time, and still am. So. Oh, you got your reasons and I got mine, but we're not going to really convince each other, and I'm not going to fight with anybody. Okay, so let's see. Here's my other, oh, here it is. See, I have two mouths. Two little mouths. I haven't even started on that one, but I've been collecting those. I've got a little bag that I'll put those in, and what I'm going to do with these is I'll just go ahead and decide where they're going to go on the artwork. I'm going to smack them down and just put this with my tools. So everything has a has a place. It's just to have the plan and get going with it. So once I get all this straightened up, then there's my action pile, and that's going to involve some phone calls and so forth. I have 401k plans and nurses and stuff with the insurance company that I need to call. So that's another brain dump thing, is that I need to get their info off the voicemail. Okay. Call the insurance nurse. We're going to get the info from voicemail. And I'll put this down here. I need to find out about that. It's just a matter. I've already left a message at the place where the funds are going to leave. And, of course, they haven't bothered to call me back because they don't want the funds to leave. So I'm going to have to hound them. Isn't that nice? But they're there to serve you, right? And then I need to call the college loan people. And I need to contact a friend. Re-wedding expenses. She basically has to say, hey, I don't have as much as I thought I would towards those wedding expenses. I'm going to go ahead and give my heads up because I don't have money for this because I'm paying for that. So which one would y'all like? I just can't do both. Can't do both. And let's see. So I need to call the insurance, and then I'm going to we got to do. That'll be way down here. But it's not that it's not important. Gift for the wedding. It's just I don't want it to, I got to do these things first during office hours. This I don't have to do during office hours. I have a lot of flexibility. So let's see. It was the nurse, and then I have to call. Oh, yeah. I need to get my labs because I have an appointment with the pulmonologist. It's going to be more of an allergy kind of meeting. So I have to get my lab work. Get labs from all sources. See, unfortunately, I'm going to the other thing, because I need all the steps. So the next step would be I need to get them maybe via fax and send via fax. Or, well, I don't know, sign a records request kind of thing. That's a mess. So I'll just put here, records request. Maybe I can just go ahead and find the fax numbers for my, for all the providers. And I'll just write a little note that I have an appointment on such and such a date and with such and such a doctor, and I would like them to send my most recent labs there. And hopefully I can just come up with my own form, and I don't have to fill out their official form to get it done because I got to get things moving. So, all right, so that's where we are. So I'm just going to take care of that, get these things stuck away somewhere. This would go, I would put this here because that'll be like mail going out. So, man, I'm just like, whew, I'm going to go into the brain lock. So I'm just going to start with one item at a time, and I'm just going to clear it off. So what are y'all working on today? And let me know how you're doing, and if you have any ideas of how this could be better. So I'm just going to get these things cleared off where they go, and the other thing is you go and put the makeup away, and you look in a makeup drawer, oh, this makeup drawer is a mess, and then you get sidelined by that. And so that's why you need to, I say you, and I mean me, we need to have days set aside for clean out the fridge, clean out the makeup drawer, clean out the junk drawer, pay the bills. You need to have a certain day of the week, you need to have a certain place where you put them and all that. And it's as simple as that, just to have a day and a time and all that, because otherwise, you'll go over, just say, your makeup drawer, and you get distracted by it. Oh, I need to clean that out. Well, but if you had a day that's already, monthly or something that's in your calendar, you clean out your makeup and go through it, then you don't have to get distracted by it and worry about, will I be able to organize it? You'll just, that that day will be coming, and when that day comes, that's when you'll deal with it. So I can give you that bit of advice. I have learned that does work, because otherwise it feels like you're putting out fires all over your house. So see what you think. And anyway, I better get going, or else I'm going to be on YouTube or social media all day talking about what I'm going to do instead of doing stuff. So talk to y'all later, and have a great day, everybody.